Okay, everybody. Hi. I was actually going to play the London map today, but I clicked on the wrong map, so I've decided to play the Australian map instead by default. For anyone who's joining me, I am just a guy who likes playing Geoguessr. I'm fairly good at it, but not that good on the Australian maps. I'm trying to get better. As I am Australian, I think I should know my own country better. If you've turned up here, you're welcome to watch, but the primary purpose of my maps here, sharing my maps here, is so friends who are interested can follow along as I play. This isn't anything special as a channel, it's just a guy who likes Geoguessr playing and talking about what he's doing. I am playing without using anything except the knowledge of my own brain. And a notepad and pen next to me to write down notes. So I'm not Googling things, I'm not looking things up in books. I'm just trying to use the knowledge I've got in my head. Australia, official map. And this isn't too bad. I really don't like getting dirt roads in the middle of nowhere. This is slightly better than that at least. It's a made road. And there's quite a bit of information around. In the instant I'm looking, trying to think, do I know anything? Okay, that could be... This is just an initial impression. The only place I know of anywhere that looks like this is the area around Phillip Island in Victoria. Now, there could be plenty of other places, but a bridge like that, that's what it brings to mind for me. So, let's see if we get more information. If that is the bridge to Phillip Island, I'm fairly near San Remo. So let's see what we get. Moving to have a look. Maybe I'm actually on Phillip Island, that's the bridge to San Remo. Or I could be looking at something completely different. I just don't know at the moment. It is about the right size for the bridge I'm familiar with, but I haven't actually seen that bridge for quite a while, so, gosh, how long? Probably 20 years, in fact. And I'm not actually sure how to get there at the moment. I'm looking at... let's see. I'm looking roughly west at the moment, which would suggest I'm on Phillip Island, if anywhere. Okay. Would it? No. If I was looking west, it would suggest I was near San Remo. But anyway, so I'm not saying I'm anywhere near there, in actual fact. It's just that's the only place that immediately leaps to mind, to my own personal knowledge of looking familiar. So, let's see what we can find here. I'm heading roughly northwest along a made road. Now, if this is Phillip Island, or the vicinity near it, that's not that far from where I live. Probably less than an hour's drive away. And I used to go there on holiday as a kid. But, as I say, I have no idea if that's where I am or not. Just, it's the only thing that looks familiar to me immediately. There could be a lot of evidence here. These hills, to me, suggest I'm not, because I don't think there's that tall, and that looks a lot more built up. So now I'm leaning towards Hobart all of a sudden. Why? Only because I know there's a reasonably decent town, or decent city, sorry, got to be fair to Hobart, it's a city, it's the capital city of Tasmania, sitting in front of a mountain. So yeah, I'm leaning towards Hobart now. Forget Phillip Island, because that's just way too built up over there to be either Phillip Island or San Remo. But in that case, let's have a look. Let's go down to Hobart, Tassie. In that case, I'm leaning towards being somewhere around here, I guess, because there's a bridge there, or maybe somewhere around there. But I'm not getting really any useful thing. All I can go is this road to go up, this little road to go up and down. And if I am close to Hobart, I would have thought the road would have been more major than that. But I don't know. Okay. You know, I'm not going to waste any time on this one. I'm just going to have a punt. Because I didn't intend to play this map. I've only went over accidents, so I'm not going to be too fussed about it. I'd like to do the London map today. But in this case, I'm going to guess I'm somewhere over here. Yeah, over here. On a little road, something like this. Like the Esplanade. Guess. That wasn't too bad a guess, to be honest. I was Hobart. I'm quite happy about that. Okay, let's see. I'm not going to get a perfect score, but I might get the 20,000 I like to get. Okay, again, some useful information. I'm in a suburban type area, or rural, or sorry, semi-rural. Fairly modern housing. Those are fairly built up, so could be in a suburban. What's this say? Private student, Wilson's College. I don't know where that is, but private student accommodation. I'll make a note of that because it's a useful piece of information. If I get anything more. But Wilson's College, I don't know that. It's interesting that it's a college. Because what Americans tend to call college, we call universities. I know some American colleges are universities, but college is more commonly a term here used for secondary schools, but secondary schools generally wouldn't have student accommodation signposted like that, I wouldn't have thought. You know, if it was a boarding school or something, but it's not impossible. But I don't know Wilson's College, and if it was a boarding school, I would think I'd have heard of it at least. I've got a pretty good knowledge of Australian secondary schools. Richmond Waste, okay. There's a fair few Richmonds around. And this does not look like the one in Melbourne. But also the name Richmond may have very little to do with geographics. It could be the name of the person who owns the company. But let's see what we've got here. Let's go this way. It's blurred, can't read it. No junk mail is all I can read, which is not helpful because people all over Australia dislike junk mail. Okay, these signs. Wilson's College private student accommodation. So I'm leaning towards a fairly decent sized institute of higher learning. Let's have a look at these number plates on these cars. Colour. Yellow. Yellow number plates normally indicate New South Wales. So, let's see if we get some more information. It's just most number plates in Australia on cars are white. You can get customised plates of any colour, but the standard ones for most states are white. New South Wales is exceptional. Their standard number plates are yellow. So if you see a lot of yellow number plates, and I've seen a couple here, that suggests New South Wales. But this sign up here looks interesting. That looks like a sign that's going to give me directions maybe to towns, which would be helpful, or suburbs, if I can get a decent look at it. Ballina and Lismore, right. That's definitely New South Wales. And Lismore and Ballina. Try to remember where they are. Got a feeling yeah, there's Lismore. So we've got Lismore there, and Ballina is closer to the coast. So I'm in this region. That's useful. That's very useful. I'm going to get more details off this sign. The road I'm on. Okay, well, it's blurred the numbers, but Ballina is off to the north, roughly, and Lismore is off to the south, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's basically just because it's a roundabout. That doesn't necessarily mean a lot to me. Civic, Ray White, back up a bit just to see if I can get more details on this sign. Go forward, I don't think I'll be able to read anything. I think I'll be past it. Okay, so they're blurring out a lot of the useful information here. But because it's a roundabout, there may be other signs around it too. So just have a look down there. Yeah, okay. So I'm not going to go for an obsessively detailed trying to get a perfect score. I can't anyway, because I didn't get a perfect score on the first thing. But blur out the signs again. Senior refugees, refuge island. So I'm just trying to see if I can get like more signs like the one I just looked at, which told me I was near Ballina and Lismore, because that's still a pretty big thing. What do we got here? Lismore-based hospital, Southern Cross University. So Wilson College may be one of the constituent colleges of Southern Cross University. But okay, Lismore-based hospital. I'm closer to Lismore, I would guess then. And there's Southern Cross University. So I'm zooming in pretty well here. So let's see what we can see around here. Now, Southern Cross University is very roughly speaking south of me by the looks of it. Lismore Base Hospital is north. So I've got those two landmarks over here, Lismore Base Hospital and Southern Cross University, and I've got both of those here. So this region is looking pretty promising to me. And that looks like it might be a roundabout. So let's go and have a look at that. It is. Okay, it doesn't mean it's the right roundabout I'm on, but that's a fairly major roundabout there. So, if that's a roundabout I'm looking at, if I go east, which I think would be this road down here, so if I can get that way, I should see Lismore Public School. Okay, what's that sign? Nah. Am I going to be able to get there? Southern Cross University? No. I might suggest I'm further down here. Maybe not, maybe not. What is that roundabout? I'm going to mark it just in case I'm on the right thing. Let's see what we get. So there'll be quite a few maps for images for Geoguessr around Lismore and Ballina, because I've had them recently a few times. So let's see what we can get. If I can get a street name, would be really useful, but they tend to blur those. So I'm looking roughly west at the moment, if that is the roundabout. Okay, I'll have a just look down here. I don't think I'm looking at Lismore Public School, but it's not impossible. If I have a look at this sign, it might give me some useful information. Okay, that's the B60. The B60 looks like it's the roundabout. Okay. So the B60, roundabout on the B60 in this vicinity. Where's a roundabout on the B60? The thing is, they may not necessarily mark roundabouts well here, but there's one. There's two. Okay. Right. So, roundabout here, roundabout here, roundabout here. Right, I'm going to mark get the central one marked. We'll just go back, have a look at those roundabouts and see if we've got businesses around them we can identify, because each of these seems to have around. So I'm coming in from the east to west. So is there a Domino's Pizza there? There is not. Okay, we'll be able to see a KFC if I keep going up there. I cannot. That doesn't mean it's not hiding around the corner there, but let's have a look at what that says. Oh, hang on. Okay. What's that say? Ballina Road, City Centre. Ah, shouldn't have. Is that Ballina Road? No. Okay. Honestly, I'm probably going to get 4,900 if I click now, but if I could read these street names, I'd be happier. Can I get a decent look at them? No, they've blurred everything. Well, they're not actually, those aren't actually deliberately blurred. They're just blurry images. Okay. But I feel like I am along here on this road. That's to... That's going to Southern Cross it. So I'm on this side. Just can't pin down which roundabout I'm on, if any. Can't see a KFC. Ballina Road, right. That will be the K60s along here. Okay. Let's have a look this way. Let's see. Yep, okay. Let's go back to the starting point. No, not yet, not quite. Melville House, Lismore Public School, Wilson College. I'm looking for Wilson College at the moment. So that does feel like something to be associated with the university. Okay. I don't want to spend hours on this, so I'm going back to my starting point. Just looking for a street name. Got a dead end here, near the university somewhere. So maybe this street, Aurora Street. I'm just going to punt for this. I'm going to get, I think, 4,900 anyway, so I'm happy. Yeah, 4,991. So I was actually a fair way off. About a kilometre off. Okay, it's up there. Oh, that roundabout. Okay, but still. Back we go. Quite happy with this. What do I get for the third one? Okay, this is looking like the archetypal long straight road in the middle of nowhere. Woohoo! Okay. I hate these. Doesn't mean it's always hopeless, but why I don't often play I haven't in the past, often played the Australian maps. So it seems fairly temperate bushland, so southern part of Australia. I say South Australia because that's actually a state specifically, but feels more temperate than tropical. I'm on a west-east road, roughly. It's a fairly decent road. It's not a dirt track at least. There's no power poles or anything along it, which might suggest not too close to a major town or city. Well, certainly not close to a major city. Let's see what we got. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because as I wasn't planning on playing this map. We'll just see what we can get. Just a car. Oh, there are some power poles. Sorry, I did betray myself and I can't see power poles. We do actually have some off to the side here. Okay. The street's on here, but it just looks like a yellow warning sign, so it's not going to be that helpful. Wouldn't think. But let's see if we can look at it. I might get something if I can get a read on it. I think it's just road subject to flooding. Oh, can't quite read it. The rest of it. Without warning. Okay, that's not really helpful. Like maybe it'll be a geographical marker of some sort, but no, just without warning. Just going to click a few times on this, looking for something, anything that gives me a clue. Must be interesting, be a Google Street View driver. Sometimes, you know, go and drive the 1,000-kilometre straight road across Australia. There's nothing there, but we want pictures of it. Okay. I've been going west. I'm going to go back to my starting point and go east. But honestly, I haven't got a clue. Except I say it feels to me like it's more southern Australia than northern. But that's all I'm getting. Okay, I'm going to get anything off these signs. Let's have a look. Slow down. Don't go too far. Oh, blurry. Blur that out. Yes, of course you will. Just to annoy me. Coral Road. I'll make a note of that, but by itself it's not that helpful. Coral might suggest Queensland, but I didn't think it felt like Queensland, so that's not that indicative. Oh, that one might have actually been useful if I could have read it. I'm looking at this. It's a business ad of some sort. Don't think I'm going to, if I go further, I don't think I'm going to get anything off. I'm going to be past it. I might get something off the other side if I'm lucky. What's this? Okay. That looks like it's the Commonwealth. Oh, so there could be something Shire Council if I could read it. Can I get a... No. Too blurred to read. Ah. But it's something at least. And there's a building over there. So we're a bit more information here than we got the other way. Which, okay. Can't complain too much. I've got a little bit. Oh, of course, you're blurring all the signs on me. Ah! Not blurred, but can't read the angle. Can I read that? Don't think I've got much of a view. Might be a sign for kennels or something just by the vague look at the image, but the only thing that's helpful in it suggests I'm closer. I'm not that far away from what I'd call civilization. Oh, I'm tempted to go down that road. I'm also tempted to go that way. I'm going to look at these signs and have a further look up, but if not, I'll come back and maybe have a look down there, because these fences are Interesting. It's a little brighter. Okay, this is starting to look a bit more like a bit more built up. As if I'm on the edges of a town. That sign I wanted to look at looks like it wasn't here when these photos were taken. Still, let's see what we get here. Hutchison, sorry. And something gear. Okay. What have we got here? Too blue to read, but let's have a look what we've got up here. Down there. Okay. I'm going to just go back here to that side street we saw. And see if I can get down it. Still Coral Road again. So maybe right down here I get a bit more, maybe even into a town. 913. I'm not going to go beyond 920 for this map because I'm trying to, so I'm not going for a, but I wouldn't mind getting another 4,000 pointer to try and get my 20,000. I really like blurring the signs around here for me. Three three two two. Okay, I have no idea if that 3322 means anything. If it's a postcode, it's a Victorian postcode. The 3 would indicate that. So if I don't get any other information, I'll be getting somewhere in Victoria. But I don't know where 3322 is. I don't have a really detailed knowledge of postcodes. I know 3 is Victoria though, so that's why I live in postcode 3200. Mirwar Road. It's a road. So I could go to Mirwar, but I don't know where Mirwar is. Still, it's reasonably well signposted. Power poles aren't exactly standard though. This is beginning to look it's quite nicely landscaped. So, what have we got here? Anything? No. Okay. 3326, so it's not a postcode. So what could those numbers indicate? It's going to be Mirwar Road again. Okay. 915. I'm hoping maybe one of these places off to the side will have something. Lot 2970. Oh, it's like a heart. Okay. No, it's not really helping me much, but let's just keep going here a little bit just to see what we got. No. So my feeling is somewhere fairly close to a large town, but big blocks. So not quite hobby farms necessarily, but an area where people who can afford it buy a nice big block. Oh, these signs just aren't quite readable. That one. Territory Exotics. Okay, so maybe I'm in the Northern Territory. Doesn't look like the Australian Territory, Australian Capital Territory. Yeah, I suppose if I was a bit outside Darwin or something, but it doesn't look tropical enough to me, but maybe. It's something anyway. And I don't think I've ever really got to the area around Darwin or anything on Geoguessr before, so the fact that it's not that... Yeah, these are palms, so that's starting to look a bit more tropical. I'm now thinking, yes, somewhere a little outside Darwin, 918. Okay. Okay, let's go have a look around the Darwin region. I mean, it could be also somewhere else in the Northern Territory, but... Oh, Barry Street. Oh, Acacia Hills, Bowie, Evelyn. Okay. I'm thinking just that Territory Exotics thing got me. Thinking that maybe I'm in the Territory. It doesn't feel like the area around Canberra to me, to the Australian Capital Territory, and they're the two major territories. Was Canberra, I'd also expect to be able to see some mountains and the... Yeah, okay, I'm just going to punt for somewhere a bit outside Darwin. I'm going to pump for somewhere Girraween, basically because I saw that road that was GIRR. Didn't I? So let's just have a look along Girraween Road. I did see that side road that was GIRR. Hillier Road, Dicondra, Baston, Gerald, Azure, McMinns, Power Road, Rogers Road, Carroth Road, Anglesey Road, Hicks Road. Girraween Road's quite long, but I was on a quite long straight road to start with. Coral! Oh! Miwa Road! Okay, I'm not even going to bother trying to get closer. I'm impressed. I've impressed myself with that one. Good. Less than a kilometre off. Okay. For something that was long straight road in the middle of nowhere, I'll take it. But now I get another long straight road in the semi-middle of nowhere. Okay. Still... Oh, why can't you let me read that sign? You're mean, Geoguessr. $51 way, 100 the other. That's interesting. Doesn't mean much to me, but we've got some power poles. We're going roughly east along a reasonably curvy road. It's a bit of traffic, so hopefully not too isolated. Very blurred. Not the best quality images I've ever seen. But, see, if these images weren't so blurred, but that's useful. Goulburn. Okay. Goulburn, 178 kilometres one way. Goulburn is New South Wales. Well, a Goulburn that's significant enough to be marked when it's 178 kilometres. Abercrombie. The cows. So, 178 kilometres West of Goulburn. Okay. Goulburn, New South Wales. Let's see if I can find Goulburn. I don't actually know exactly where Goulburn is, but it's a nice big place, so hopefully I'm going to be able to pick it up just by scanning around a bit. Already up into Queensland there, so I've gone too far north. Pretty sure Goulburn's New South Wales. Maybe it's Victoria. Now I'm thinking Goulburn, really? No, this Goulburn. Okay. So what else we got here? Buckley? Did I see Buckley a minute ago or something? Because that could be Buckley. Goulburn. Abercrombie. Well, let's just have a look at this. Back down right, Goulburn, so I'll get back to that, but I'm not that close to Goulburn, but still. Abercrombie Caves. This is a case where blur moving out a bit actually makes it easier to read. So that's a fairly significant thing. That I'm near the Abercrombie Caves. And I'm looking that way, so I am looking west to Goulburn. Somewhere like Buckley or something similar on the other side. So let's have a look. So 178 kilometres from Bundu, no, Rackley. Whoa, Langlo. Don't want to go there. Burradoo, that doesn't look like Barrel to you, does it? No, let's see if I can get a closer, better look at that sign anywhere. No, so it's rather blurry. Okay. What have we got here? Bathurst to the north. Bathurst, okay. Bathurst. Belconnen. Bathurst Road. Roughly east. Okay, let's have a look up there just to see what we can see. So it looks like a bit more built up maybe over that bridge. Yeah, some sort of kind of things that might give me an actual local town name or something. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah, these signs are just not that easy to read. Southern Plains, George's Plains. Five rail line. Yeah, rail lines don't show too well on the maps though, so they don't actually help me necessarily. But if that's a train station, I can get to it. No, just a rail line. Okay, it's all right. At least knowing I'm somewhere in the very rough procedure of yeah, I think a little town, but I can't figure out which one it is. Oh, I feel like I'm going to the middle of nowhere here. It's more built up. Okay. I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time on this. I know, well, I think I know I'm somewhere west of... Yeah, okay. I am just going to punt for here. That wasn't too bad. Nearly 4,000 points. Was closer up to Bathurst up there. Yeah, well, it's on track for 20,000 if I go. But another straight road in the middle of nowhere. But, okay. I've now got a feeling those are what power poles look like in the Northern Territory, which I didn't know before. And this does look fairly territorial in as much as I've got any information at all. So, with unmaintained road, yeah. Okay, I'm thinking again somewhere fairly close to Darwin. Just because of the similarity of the power poles to the ones I saw before. And he's Palmerston, yes, okay. Palmerston is near Darwin. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time. I am just going to punt for this because I want 20,000 and I think I'll get it if I'm even remotely close. 4,857. Near Humpty Doo. Oh well. So that's not bad for a map I wasn't planning on playing. Top my 20,000. I'm quite happy with that. Thank you for watching if you're watching.